All right. Today's video should be fun. In today's video, I'm going to help you avoid bad mortgage advice. Multiple people have sent me different clips from this dude, and I hate to put somebody on blast, but just sharing bad information with the public that can harm them. I don't know what the scam is here. If you got to pay some real estate lawyer to get involved in this stuff, but whatever it is, it's straight horse malarkey. And so in this video, I'm going to show you guys some information that this guy's putting out. I've got clients, I've got friends, I've got family that have sent me this like, Matt, is this true? They know that I'm going to give them honest, straight answers, and it's absolute garbage. Even in the comment section, I saw where, multiple people try to defend it when real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, people who know what the heck they're talking about, went in there and tried to say, I don't think you know what the heck you're talking about, brother. So before I get into it, like, comment, subscribe, a channel that puts out good educational content that's true. Let's jump into it. This is going to be fun. Was sent it for, I think, the third or fourth time last night. Just somebody in my circle going, Matt, what do you think about this? And I'll tell you my advice that I gave to them. I want to start back because I guess it makes my blood boil more because I work so closely with homeowners and people trying to buy houses that when I see something like, if you own a home, you need to watch this. When I see information that's as bad as this, and I see people in the comments that actually believe it, I feel bad, man. It's like watching people get scammed. And I don't know the in-depth part of this scam, whether they're trying to get people to, send money to some lawyer to help them with this stuff. But that is my guess. That's the end game I'm thinking. So I'm going to be quiet for a second. Listen to this stuff right here. Amazing.
Found out is when you buy a property, right? When you put a down payment down, you put that down payment goes into what is called escrow. Okay.
You put a down payment and your down payment goes into escrow? No, you put a down payment and your down payment is your down payment. If you buy a house for $400,000 and you put a $20,000 down payment, you're borrowing $380,000. So that down payment is towards the purchase. It's going to the seller. But carry on, because an escrow account does get set up.
Yeah. Now, what a lot of people don't know is when you put money into escrow, okay,
let me explain escrow if you don't know, so that everybody's on the same page here. Escrow is the money that the bank mortgage lender is holding to pay your taxes and your insurance. They'll collect a certain amount, and I'll get into that later, and then they'll disperse tax payments every 6 months, homeowners insurance once a year, and they'll do mortgage insurance payments if that's due. What this guy talks about is absolute. Woo! Let's watch.
The Federal Reserve gives that mortgage company or that bank 10 times the value of the escrow.
Nope.
Okay. And what the bank does is they reinvest that money, okay, in up to 30% interest into like index funds.
Okay? No.
Okay. Now, here's the kicker. What a lot of people don't know is people sign their closing documents. They don't read their closing documents. I mean, it's like 100 pages of closing.
It's like 100 pages of closing documents. 100. 5,000 pages? I'll give it to you. People were blasting them in the comments. I had to chime in about the 100, but 50 to 100. Okay, we'll just give that to them.
Closing documents. People don't read it. People don't know what it means. It just sign. Okay. In that closing document, if you look through it, basically.
I got a question. Can I raise my hand? I've looked through it. I've looked through thousands of them, and I've never seen anything you're talking about. I've literally looked page by page through thousands of closing documents, thousands of closings, and never seen anything that you talk about. So where are we going to look for this? Please enlighten us.
You have 3 years to claim that escrow money times 10. So whatever that escrow money was times 10. Okay. You have 3 years to find out is when you
get to claim the escrow money times 10. It just multiplies. All right. So that's the premise of it. And he's basically put this same video on multiple times. If you scroll through, you see it, right? And he just puts a different title to see how many, because one of them got like 3 million views. And so he's like, oh, people like to see this. I'm going to keep posting it. More people are getting misled. More people are getting bad information. That's what really makes my blood boil. Here's another, just a absolute gem from my boy.
So right away, you sign a promissory note, the value increases 10 times the amount because of the signature.
What are you talking about, bro? You sign a promissory note and your signature gives it a 10x power. In another one of these things, they were talking about where the promissory note tells you that amount of how much your escrow account is worth. There's nothing in here. This promissory note says, I borrowed $240,000 at 2.25% interest. I'm going to pay on the first day of every month, starting this date. And here's how much the principal and interest payment is. That's what the promissory note says. There's nothing about your escrow account, some special 10x powers, or any. Where are you getting this stuff, bro? Show us. Show us. Just show us one time.
The value of the promissory note goes up. That's 100% of it right there. They take 10% out right away and put it in a second escrow account for the homeowner because they're leveraging your credit score. And then the 90%, then the bank goes and does whatever the hell they want with it. They can go lend it out. They can go invest it. They can do whatever they want with it, correct?
Yeah, they invest that money in that third escrow account. That's their account. We can't.
This guy's saying we got a third escrow account. So there's a first, a second, and a third. They're doing a 10x multiplier because your signature 10x's it. They're leveraging your signature and they're leveraging your credit score. And so 10% goes to you, 90% they got in 30% yield index funds. But then the super secret account, this dude's about to game you up on the super secret third escrow account. Stay tuned.
Can't touch those funds. They only placed the 10% in the second escrow account because if it wasn't for your signature, they wouldn't have been able to make all this money. So they have to give you something.
That 10x signature.
That's why they give you that 10% in the second escrow account. It's a non-interest bearing account, so it doesn't gain interest. It's a flat amount there that sits there for 3 years or 36 months.
So right away,
oh man, I could watch these things all day, but I got work to do. I got people to serve. I've got good information to share. So I'm going to just discontinue with that. But I just want people to know, please, if you see something online that either A, sounds too good to be true, or B, sounds like absolute garbage, talk to professionals. They can give you good, honest advice. The scariest part is all the people I see. How do I do this? I've only been in my house 2 years. What do I do? I just closed last August. How do I do this? I saw some stuff. I didn't dig too deep, but I'd love for CoffeeZilla to dig in there and find out what the heck they're trying to do. Maybe this isn't a big enough scammer for him, but if they say, hey, you got to hire a real estate lawyer, you pay him $499, but we're going to get you $20,000. People fall for that stuff all the time. And it really upsets me that there's people out here spreading this junk, because the only play can be something like that, right? Where you've got to pay us to go recover those funds. You're not going to pay the taxes because a Nigerian prince won the lotto and, is going to have you claim them here in the US. You just got to send him the taxes, right? Similar type stuff. It's just absolute garbage. And I know from the mortgage industry, when there was people who were facing foreclosure and they were trying to get loan modifications, when you're in a desperate state of mind, you can fall for some of this stuff. Please, please, please don't fall victim to any of this stuff. During the loan modifications and the foreclosures that were going on in 08, 09, 2010, there was lawyers taking $5,000 up front saying, hey, we will modify you or we'll refund you all your money. And I remember reading court documents where they did this to 1,000 people and not one of them got a loan modification. They all just got took for $5,000 a piece. So anyhow, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this saves at least one person from believing this malarkey and doing anything. I might dig. I hope these guys aren't asking for money from anybody, because this is just absolute trash. All right, Matt the Mortgage Guy, thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful.